What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be covering Kadena. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. No.
So Kadena has officially broken back beneath $1. It is currently trading at 98 cents. Its market cap is 255 million, which ranks 173rd among all cryptocurrencies. And its circulating supply is 260 million out of a max supply of 1 billion, which is just over 26% in circulation. And I like to clarify in all of my Kadena videos, just understand this supply will get released over the next 100 years. So the dilution is not going to be as bad as you think right off the bat. But if you guys are looking to trade Kadena, I recommend using Binance or KuCoin. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Kadena X account. So they have 308,000 followers, and they just posted this 12 hours ago. Come join us on February 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern as we jump on a Flux hosted space with Ergo platform. Have questions for Kadena in the group? Comment below. And as some of you guys may know, I am also pretty bullish on Flux, as they essentially provide decentralized cloud infrastructure among many other things. So I love to see that Kadena is still actively collaborating with Flux. And then 19 hours ago, swag alert. Visit swag.kadena.io to upgrade your Web3 wardrobe and add some new Kadena swag to your collection. Now shipping internationally. Now, obviously, this isn't super important as there are a lot of other projects that offer clothing. But assuming a decent amount of people buy their clothing, you just never know who it's going to get advertised to. And if somehow, some way it got advertised to the right person, that could change everything. And then lastly, what they posted January 29th. Never forget where you came from, new Kadena. In this first short clip from Beyond the Block, they discuss Web3 marketing, fonts, and branding. And I'll go ahead and play a little bit of the clip.
It is. It does feel right, though. And again, I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget where we came from. So, I think this is a perfect example of sort of the level of purposefulness that goes into, right, all of these decisions. And a lot of times, going back to the earlier conversation around why does this take so long is because my initial reaction to things, right, our as human beings initial reactions to things can change over time, right? Like when you guys first initially pitched the space grotesque, font,
you hated it.
I'm like, this doesn't feel right. I hated it. Even when talking with Stuart internally, he's like, I don't like this. But then when you sit with it and you look at it in different contexts and you understand this does give me this feeling of moving forward into the future, then I'm like, okay. And then I think it was Austin on your team who's like, yeah, well, we're going to make this tweak and this tweak and this tweak. And I'm like, that's the light bulb moment of, holy cow, this works perfectly. So sometimes you just need time.
I guess I'm just going to end up playing the entire clip, but it's just refreshing to see transparency within a project. But now we'll hop into some macro news that could affect Kadena's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Kadena. So this is Watcher Guru's Twitter. And the first thing I want to cover is what they posted 17 hours ago. So billionaire Tim Draper says the US government finally understands that Bitcoin is actually better for everyone.
So I miscalculated on how aggressive how scared the U.S. government was running. And now they realize that Bitcoin's actually better for everyone. It keeps perfect records. The people who they all thought were criminals using Bitcoin, turns out they were all caught. So using dollars is probably better for a criminal. And I think that there's going to be a moment where there's a run on the banks the way after the Civil War there was a run on Confederate money, and there was a run on the Greek drachma and a run on...
And some of you guys out there may not like the first thing that he said regarding criminals using Bitcoin and getting caught, just because a lot of you guys like the idea of decentralization and privacy. Now, the reality is that there are still going to be people who are clever enough to actually use crypto and get away with it. But the point is, there are a lot of people within the US government who claim that crypto is mainly just for criminals and money laundering. And the reality is that is not true at all, which is a big reason that Bitcoin and crypto is not going anywhere. And then you scroll down and they posted 21 hours ago. Russia says ditching the US dollar for trade settlements is a top priority in 2024. And that completely goes along with what he just said. Bitcoin is actually better for everyone. Because the fact of the matter is that Bitcoin and actually a lot of other cryptocurrencies have a max supply. A lot of these countries don't want to use the US dollar because there's not a cap supply. They're having to soak up our inflation like a sponge. But with Bitcoin, there will only ever be 21 million in existence. But anyways, while we're on X, you guys should come over and give your boy a follow at Crypto Now or Never. I've recently been trying to grow my X account. I've been posting on here pretty much every single day. And if you guys want to take it a step further, I actually have have an opportunity for you. So around 25 days ago, I launched a private Discord through Patreon. We are currently up to 11 total members, and joining my Discord has many benefits. This is for those of you guys that want closer access to me. For example, you guys will be able to track the cryptos that I'm buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And just understand, a lot of these cryptos are microcap gems, less than 10 million in market cap, meaning that they could absolutely explode during the bull market, theoretically turning $1,000 into $100,000. So if this sounds like something that interests any of you guys, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage. It's in the description. But now I also want to quickly go over the crypto fear and greed index. So we are currently at 60, which is greedy. So why measure fear and greed? The crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO. Also, people often sell their coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. With our fear and greed index, we try and save you from your own emotional overreactions. There are two simple assumptions. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a good buying opportunity. On the contrary, when investors are getting too greedy, that could mean the market is due for a correction. Now, obviously, this is not the end-all indicator, but I definitely think it's something to check up on every once in a while. And just understand, it was only last week that we were neutral. We were at 48. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Kadena on the daily time frame. Now, as you can see, I previously had Kadena drawn on a massive bull flag, and it did actually start to break up, but then it got rejected. And that rejection took us all the way beneath the 21-day and the 50-day, which is not a great sign at all. So I'm going to keep Kadena very brief. The RSI and stochastics are both neutral. They both have room to keep coming up, or they could go down. Now, if you look at price action, we swing from a lower low to a higher low. The RSI is higher low to lower low, which is Class A bullish divergence. So based on that alone, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get a bounce. However, even with the super strong Class A bullish divergence, the reality is that while price action is trading beneath both the 21-day and the 50-day, I am going to be bearish in the short term. So personally, if I was looking to get into Kadena, the number one thing I'd be looking for is for price action to get back above these levels. And actually, what I would like to see happen is currently happening on Bitcoin, so you're about to see in just a second. But an ideal scenario would be for price action to break above these levels and then have a bullish retest, basically using these moving averages as a support level. So just understand, Kadena has some very mixed signals in the short term. Now, lastly, I'll go over Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. So if any of you guys have been keeping up with my previous videos, you'll know I've been saying the exact same thing on Bitcoin. I need to see price action get back above the 21-day and the 50-day. And initially, I thought we might have a bearish retest, which would not be good at all, and that could have dropped us down to 38,290. However, we had a very strong candle close. And at the time of recording, price action is currently doing a bullish retest on the 50-day moving average, which is a great sign to see. But it is still early in this candle, so that does not mean that we cannot break right back beneath it. So by the time you guys are actually watching this video, we will probably have a much better idea of the direction that Bitcoin is heading, because right now we are trading at a crucial level. But also, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So just understand that crypto is an extremely volatile asset class. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Kadena will go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.